Hey everybody, it's Justice for Comics. It is Tuesday, November 27th. This is the day before New Comic Book Day. Wanted to shoot a quick video on a couple books I got in the mail that I'm real happy to have in my collection, and I'll also show you something that was pretty funny that just happened. Aggravating, but also kind of funny, so I'll go over that in a second. So first off, this was a book that I had been looking for a while. Fantastic Four number 67. I don't know if many of you are familiar with this book or not. Came out in 1967. It is the first appearance of Adam Warlock, or it's technically the first appearance of him, H-I-M, who ends up becoming Adam Warlock. So him becomes Adam Warlock, or named as Adam Warlock in Marvel Premiere number 1. But I consider this really his first appearance, even though the name is not referenced in the comic book at all. There's no reference to Adam Warlock. He's just called him. But it's not a cameo. He's in several panels. There's dialogue, so this is a first appearance. So I would consider Marvel Premiere number 1 to be first full appearance of Adam Warlock. I don't think CGC agrees with that, though. I think CGC just says this is the first appearance of him, who then becomes Adam Warlock. And then Marvel Premiere number 1, they consider that to be first and full appearance, so first full appearance. But either way, I mean, this is the book I wanted. I certainly would like to get a Marvel Premiere number 1 as well. That's a very difficult book to get in good condition because of its black cover. So technically that book, Marvel Premiere number 1, tends to go for more money in a higher grade. This is a solid mid-grade. It's definitely kind of a cream, it doesn't have that real white color, which a lot of these 1960 books don't. Marvel used really, really cheap paper. So it's definitely creamed off-white pages inside. But the book is in really good shape. There's not that many spine ticks on it. That's my big pet peeve. There's a couple up here, tiny ones, a little tiny bit of color break, but the book is in really good shape. It's complete, fully attached, all pages, original. The corners are fairly sharp. There's a little blunting and wear, obviously, on this one corner. So yeah, this is this is not going to be an 8.5, 9 or anything like that, but I would say it's solidly a 5 to 6 range. You never know. I mean, it's very subjective when you're in that mid-grade range. CGC, if I sent this in, might say it's a 4, 5, 6. Who knows? It's very subjective, but I like it. It presents very well. The colors are very, very nice, very vivid. Whoever had this book stored it pretty well. It definitely was not out in sunlight. The colors are very, very vibrant. It just, how it was probably stored in a poly bag, and that's why you'll see a lot of these older books, if they're stored in poly bags, the acid will kind of leak through, especially, one thing I need to do is I need to put an acid-free piece of paper between the cover and the first page, because there's a lot of inks and acids in this book, and that's what will usually that's what creates that off-color look to it. It doesn't have that white appearance anymore. But it still looks really nice. I mean, this is a nice book. I'm glad to have it in my collection. I didn't pay a lot of money for it, like 125 bucks. So, the price range on this varies a lot. It's not a book you'll find a lot on eBay. Most of the copies on eBay are graded. And, if you're looking at a graded book, mid-range, you're looking at $300, $400 for this book for a mid-grade. And I got this way below that. So, yeah, I'm confident it would grade in the 5 to 6 range. I'm pretty sure it would. So I'm happy with it. It looks really nice. It presents well. It doesn't have any major one thing I like is it doesn't have any major spine ticks, and there's no big creases on it. So, and the colors are really, really nice. So I don't know. It may grade higher than I'm even thinking. I usually grade pretty conservatively, but yeah, it's just a beautiful, beautiful comic. So I wanted to highlight that. Also, what came in the mail today, I got a Midtown order coming, but I also pre-ordered this Midtown Web of Venom Carnage Reborn. This is a Sinkovich cover. It was a exclusive Midtown cover, so yeah, it's pretty cool. I mean, it was 12 bucks. I don't know if it's worth it or not. I mean, I haven't read it yet. I'll see if it's Donny Cates writing. It should be good. I don't think there's anything major that's going on in the book. I was kind of hoping there was a major development or a major character introduced, something like that. But from what I hear, there's nothing like that in there. So maybe a little disappointed. I was expecting this book to be a little bit bigger than it is. But I'll read it and I'll let you know what I think of it. The other thing I wanted to show you that was pretty darn funny was I ordered a copy of Black Hammer number. Here's my invoice. Black Hammer number 13 and Black Hammer number 17. I'm trying to complete that run. And these are the alternate covers. I think this was cover A, and I have cover B of one of them. So I'm trying to complete the whole run, including most of the variants on that Black Hammer run. So I was expecting to get those 2 comic books in the mail today, and instead I got Deadpool decals, left leg and right leg. I have no idea. I've never had this happen, where not only did I not get the comic books I ordered, I got decals. So I'm assuming this guy was sending out multiple orders and just put my shipping label on the wrong shipment. So I've emailed him already. Hopefully I can get either a refund quickly or hopefully those books sent to me. My fear is he's mailed my comic books out to somebody else who will hopefully inform them, hey, these were supposed to be Deadpool decals. Why do I have 2 comic books in here? And then he's going to ship them back to him for him to ship them back to me. So the other problem I have with this is these comic books are going to be shipped 3 times. Once shipped to the wrong person, boom, shipped back to him, and then having them shipped again to me. So I don't know. I don't have a whole lot of hope that I'm going to get those comic books, and probably won't get them in great condition if they're being shipped 3 times. But yeah, I thought it was kind of funny, but also a little aggravating. I was expecting something other than Deadpool decals, but this was something I saw. I get an email. I'm on an email list for like several different companies like Unknown Comics, Golden Apple Comics. So they'll send me emails when there's new artwork released on an upcoming pre-ordered book. So this was a pre-order. This is Batman 61, and look at this cover. This is unbelievable. This is a beautiful, beautiful Mattina cover. And I don't know if you know this about me or not, but I love a red and black cover. And this is probably the best cover I've seen this year. I am predicting that this will be a hot comic book because of the cover. I could be wrong. A lot of the Batman books, not most of them, even with Mattina doing the artwork, most of them are at cover price. I know that Deathstroke number 30 shot up with the Mattina cover. I think this has the potential to be a very, very hot book. I don't know. I think it's, in my opinion, this is the best cover so far in 2018, even though the year is almost over. But I think it's the best cover of 2018. And there's a lot of good covers in that category. I just think it's the best. Just the design of it, the red on black. I mean, it's just, let me zoom in a little bit more so you guys can kind of see. It's just absolutely beautiful. So I wanted to highlight that comic. Make sure you guys get it on your pull list. This is the B cover. So what I do is I'll pre-order this with Midtown. You save 35%. And I order enough comic books every month that I typically don't pay shipping. This month's order that I'm getting, I had to pay what are not technically shipping costs, but I had handling costs because I selected a bunch of those free comic book day Halloween issues. which I kind of regret now because it's costing like $15, $16 in handling costs for these comic books that, you know, are basically not worth anything. So I don't know. I think I probably should have asked what the cost. I don't remember them telling me what the cost of the handling was. Maybe it was $1 a book. I don't know. I kind of regret buying all those free Comic Book Day Halloween copies. So I got a huge order coming in the next day or so. So I might highlight and do another video unboxing of that order, just to kind of give you guys an idea of some of the books I get from Midtown every month and kind of the size of, you know, I did one a video not too long ago of my Midtown order, and it was, you know, it was pretty sizable. It's usually over 100 books in a month. So so that was just a quick video just to highlight a few books that I got in the mail. I definitely wanted to highlight this Mattina Batman 61 cover. Make sure you get it on your pull list and pre-order it if you can. I have a feeling this will be a hot book. You know, Middleton and Mattina, you know, those are the artists that Stephanie Hans, anything Stephanie Hans, you probably want to pre-order that. Those books tend to be hot and stay hot. And I think long term, you know, you build a Mattina collection of covers, I think you're going to be pretty, do pretty well over the long term as well. So yeah, that's just my opinions on things and some books I wanted to highlight. Keep Adam Warlock in mind if you want to search out some good older keys. I think with that Avengers movie coming out, you could see a lot bigger movement. Marvel Premiere #1 and also Fantastic Four 67. I think those are the two books you want to try to get your hands on if you can, especially if you can get them in pretty high grade for not too expensive. So I will try to get a Marvel Premiere #1 as well, maybe the next month or two if I can find a good deal and save up some shekels. I'll try to get one of those if I can. But all right, guys, thanks for your time. If you haven't already, please hit the bell for notifications. Please subscribe to my channel if you're not already, and please leave a comment. Let me know what you guys think of, you know, this Batman 61 cover, some of the books, a couple of those books that I highlighted, what your thoughts are on them. I'd love to hear your comments. And I will be shooting another video tomorrow, so look for that on my channel. My new Comic Book Day video will be tomorrow afternoon typically. All right, thanks guys.